Hi guys, your stylist Anna is here. It's Wednesday, so it means we're gonna talk about hair today. So today we're gonna talk about hair in general. So because I think it's really important for you to know about hair more to understand some other things we're gonna talk in the future. So let's see. So the first thing first, let's see what people usually know about the hair. If we go on the street, for example, and ask people, so what you know about the hair? People usually say,
hair can be long and hair can be short.
So hair can be black, hair can be blonde, red, brown, or also hair can be green. Wavy hair can be curly, hair can be straight, and hair can be rainbow.
okay, that's right. People know that hair can be different color, like red, brown, black, blonde. Hair can be different texture, like straight, curly, right? Wavy hair. Hair can also grow, right? What else people usually know about the hair? Hair grows from the scalp, right? That's like the main things people usually think when we talk about the hair. But again, to talk about health of the hair and condition of the hair, it's important to know some other stuff. So let's go ahead and talk about some details about the hair today. So let's imagine that we can go ahead and look at our hair, like strand of hair under the microscope. So we know our hair like this, right? Individual strands. But if we're gonna take microscope and put our hair and look at it, okay, I have something for you. So let's see. So let's imagine this is our hair under microscope. You see it's red hair, blonde hair, and dark hair. So let's imagine this is our strand of hair under microscope. It consists of three main layers. So the top layer of the hair called cuticles, right? So this is the very top layer of the hair. Cuticles consist of dead cells, and it's designed to protect our hair from any kind of damage, weather conditions, and so on. So cuticles lay like on top of each other like a shield and designed to protect our hair. So if the hair is healthy, cuticle is closed and hair feels smooth and shiny. So if the hair is damaged or compromised, the cuticle is usually opened and hair feels drier and rougher. Cuticle is gonna play a huge part when we're gonna talk about like how to take care of our hair. We have middle layer of our hair. It calls cortex. So cortex layer is important because it contains melanin, which is pigment of our hair. Pigment of the hair, which gives us red hair, blonde hair, or black hair. And also it has bones, which makes our hair stronger. Bones that keeps our hair together. And the third layer of our hair called medulla, and I'm actually gonna skip it. I'm not gonna talk about it because actually no one knows what this layer responsible for. It's there, but no one knows like what's this responsible for. Here is actually better image for you to look on the hair under the microscope, because this one, I mean, it's cool and all, but like here's better image for you. So another thing I want to talk to you about today, it's hair growth. a lot of time people confuse about it. So it's really important to know that our hair goes through 3 stages of growth. First one is a growth stage. Second one is regressive stage, and third one is resting stage. So the first stage, it's a growth stage. Hair growth about 1 centimeter every 28 days. 1 centimeter is that much, like a finger, right? So every 28 days, the growth stage usually lasts up to 7 years, okay? And 90% of our hair is remaining at this stage. 90% of our hair, okay? Second stage is a transition stage, when the signal tells the first stage, hey, like you're up, growth is done. Hey, it's like yellow light, right? For the first stage, it signals the first stage that like slow down, the growth is done, right? This stage lasts about 2 to 3 weeks, and then the hair goes into the third stage, which is resting stage. It's when the hair done growing and it leaves our head. We're losing the hair, right? So normally only 2% of our hair is in third stage. So normally people lose up to 100 strands of hair per day. So it's not that much, but it's normal hair, normal scalp, but it's an exception for that. For example, if your body is under the huge stress, physically or emotionally, up to 70% of your hair can enter the last stage, which is resting stage, and then you're gonna see a lot of like hair loss. That's the problem, but it's not normal, it's exception. It's under huge stress, okay? But normally only 2% of your hair is falling out. So it's only 2% of your hair. It's up to 100 strength of hair per day. So it's another thing to talk about hair. It's hair texture. It's 3 main aspects. It's curl pattern, so hair can be straight, curly, wavy, and kinky, right? It's density of the hair, so hair can be thin, normal, or thick. And hair consistency, so hair can be fine, medium, or coarse. So fine hair, if you're gonna take 1 strand of hair, you're not gonna feel it between your fingers. But if you can feel it, it means your hair is medium to coarse, okay? So not to mix it up, the consistency of your hair is not responsible for hair density. So let's take blondes. Usually blondes have fine hair, right? Each strand of hair is really fine. But blondes can have thin hair, they can have really thick hair. So again, coarse hair, the strand of hair can be coarse, but person can have like thin hair. So it doesn't matter. It's not responsible for thickness or how thin your hair, okay? So it's completely like different categories of the hair. But hair texture is gonna be a big thing when we're gonna talk about hair care products and hair styling products, because if your hair is thin and fine, you're gonna need one type of products. If your hair is coarse and thick and frizzy and curly, you're gonna need completely different types of products. So we're gonna talk about texture of the hair later when we're gonna talk about products. So another thing, it's hair color, and it's interesting thing, okay? I have something to tell you probably that you never thought about, but if you know, good. But let's see. Okay, so we all know that hair can be different color. Like we said before, it can be black, it can be brown, light brown, it can be blonde. What else I missed? Black, brown, red, blonde, right? That's what we know. But we rarely even think about another thing that is huge. It's huge. It's responsible for the whole color system, for the color you're getting, for the color you wish you can get rid of, but you don't know how. But like, it's huge, and it's underlying pigment. Underlying pigment. So hair pigment. Okay, let's look at the picture I'm gonna show you, and I'm gonna tell you more about it, and more I'm gonna tell you when we're actually gonna talk about the color, because that's when it's like huge. It's really important to know about it when we talk about the color. Okay, but I can tell you one thing, that underlying pigment, it's warm. It's no such a thing like cool underlying pigment. Natural underlying pigment of the hair is warm. It's red, orange, orange, yellow. Okay, so let's look. So as you can see on the left side, this is our natural color of our hair, starting from black going to lightest blonde, and on the right side it's underlying pigment, which is red for black hair, and gradually it going to pale yellow for lightest blonde. Red, orange, yellow, pale yellow. So that's about hair color and underlying pigment. Again, it's really important to know, and I'm gonna tell you more about it and deeper about it when we're gonna talk about the color, hair color. So another thing is, like, we know that when people aging, their hair turning gray, but it's not like, it can be genetic too, because we know that young people can have gray hair. So my hair turned gray when I was 20, so it's not always an age. So, and another thing about the hair can be porous. Okay, the porosity of the hair. So when the cuticle is wide open like this, and hair is compromised or dry, damaged, hair is really porous. Okay, it means it's like sponge. So porosity, it's important for hair condition and also the color. For example, color. If hair is porous, it absorbs the color really quick, but at the same time it doesn't hold it. The color gonna leave the hair really quick too, because it's nothing to protect it from fading. The hair is porous, right? And hair also can be stretchy, so it's elasticity of the hair. So when the hair is healthy, and especially when it's wet, you can take the strand and like it's stretchy, right? So it means the hair is pretty healthy. But if elasticity of the hair is compromised, it means hair is compromised. It's not gonna stretch, it's just gonna snap. So it means your hair is damaged. So let's see. So today we talked about hair structure, we talked about hair texture, we talked about hair color, right? And we talked about hair growth, right? And I hope you learned something new today. I hope you did. And to finish this video today, I want to talk to you. I want to talk to you about hair myths. So it's one myth that my hair stopped growing, or my hair grows to a certain point or a certain level and it doesn't grow no more. Not true. So it's not true, because what we learned today, that our hair grows 1 centimeter every 28 days, right? So it grows, and hair stays in the growth stage for up to 7 years. So it's gonna grow pretty long. So your hair grows for sure. Another thing, another myth I'm gonna tell you, and then I'm gonna round it up. People saying if you're gonna trim your hair often, your hair gonna grow better. This is not true, because trim is not responsible for your roots and how your hair grows. Trim is responsible for your hair overall health, okay? Basically, if your hair is dry and you have split ends, it's gonna break, right? So that's what happens. Your hair grows from your roots, but at the same time, it keeps breaking from your ends. So you don't really see the growth. So to see the growth and to keep your hair strong and healthy, you have to trim your hair every 6 to 8 weeks. Okay, so that's not true what people are saying, right? So we know that hair grows, and trim, just keep your hair healthy so it doesn't break off. So this one was a video today about hair. I hope you learned something new today, and subscribe, give us thumbs up, put any comments, and I'll see you guys next Wednesday. And we're gonna talk hair again. So bye, I'll see you next Wednesday. Subscribe.